Hey, welcome back to the Spark Faith podcast. I am Dr. Chris Sargent, and today we are going to continue our discussion around change and which is harder, right? The pain of staying where you are or the pain of changing. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the pain of staying where you are. We're going to focus in on that. I am not here to judge the fact that you may or may not want to change. That is not what we're here for. But first, please like, subscribe, scroll down on your phone, hit 5 stars, of course, and say, love, 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 or whatever it is that you'd like to say on a review. I'd really appreciate it. It is the only way I know to get other people to listen, and you can screenshot it and put it out on your social. I'd really, really appreciate it. So let's say in this world of which is harder, you decide that change is just too hard. It's just too much work. It's too uncomfortable. It's scary. It's daunting. It's overwhelming. Like you can put all kinds of words on that, right? We've all used them when we're in a place that we know we need to change, right? It's I don't have time to deal with it. I'm too busy. It doesn't matter that much anyway. It's not really bothering me. He's really not that bad. She's really not that bad, right? The relationship isn't that bad. Like we've all said these things, right? And so here we are staying in mediocre relationships. We have mediocre to poor health. We have mediocre excitement in our life. We have mediocre, mediocre, mediocre. Okay. So we're going to stay there because that comfort of mediocrity, right, is more comfortable. And I'm here to coach and challenge you because that's my job. And so I'm going to ask a few questions and then I'm going to wrap up. Like it's just going to be fast today. If you stay and don't change a thing, what happens in 6 months? 6 months, right? If it's a relationship, if it's your health, what happens in 6 months? Do you gain 5 or 10 more pounds? Is your leaky gut going to cause other problems in your immune system? Because it will. Are you going to stay in a relationship that's not that good for you, but you don't know what to do otherwise? Or because there's a positive someplace in there for you? You're getting something out of it because they're staying in it. What happens in a year? Same questions, right? You've got leaky gut, you've got some kind of health issue. Is that going to get better or worse if you don't do anything to it right now? What happens then? And then just take that out 2 years. You don't make any change. What happens? 5 years? 10 years? Leaky gut can turn into autoimmune over the course of 10 to 15 years. Overweight, obesity can manifest as heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. All completely both sides of that, both of those, completely reversible. But that's where you're going to be. What does that look like for you in 10 years? And then the last question I'm going to ask is a little bit harder. What does that do to your relationships that actually mean something to you? What about your family? Like your close family or close friends or partner that means a lot to you? If you don't step up and say, hey, we need to change this or change that in the relationship, or if you don't change your health trajectory, what does that look like for them? How does that impact them? How does it impact your friends? How does it impact your work? How does it impact your entire overall life, like traveling or doing things that you dreamed about as a kid? How do those things factor in when we get stuck in being right, in being scared, in just loving our comfort zone, in not wanting to move past, something that's happened and not forgiving somebody, staying angry? What happens to all of those things down the road, right? And so I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to leave you on that kind of note. Like, let's think about that. what's going to happen down the road? For you, I want more. I know that you have more in you, right? I know that you do. I know that God put you together exactly for this time, exactly for a purpose, and maybe you haven't found it yet and you're discouraged. Okay. So that's what I'm here for. That's what I love about people. Like, hey, okay, so this is where you are. Where can you be tomorrow? Like, how cool could that be? So think about those questions. Like, where are you going to be in 6 months? Where are you going to be a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Relationships, health, finances, whatever it is. And then if you still stay there, what does that look like for your family and friends and loved ones and partners? What is that going to look like for them? How are they going to respond to you? Are they going to stay? Are they going to go? Are they going to be supportive, not supportive? All right. And then just know God loves you and he loves you exactly where you are. So do I. So, and I'm here to help you. Reach out. I would love to hear from you. So, love you guys. I know this is a little tough one. Toodaloo. Blessings. See you next time.